Hey guys, so this is going to be my eyeshadow collection. This is probably what I have the most of, other than lip gloss. I don't know. I never actually counted it, but there's a lot. So, first of all, I'm going to start off with my palettes, or palette type things. I have two from Mark. I have a lot of Mark stuff, because I used to sell it. So basically, it's a Mark quad. You can fill it with whatever you want. This is one of them. I don't know what the color names are because I can't see on the back. It's covered up. But this is basically what I consider to be my spring palette. So it's got like a nice lavender, silver, a green, and a really bright pink. I like Mark eyeshadow a lot. It actually goes on pretty well, and if you prime, doesn't crease, stays on really well. Then my other one is that it has kind of a glittery beige and then a dark brown that also has some sparkle in it. And then this is a blush that just came in there because I don't have another eyeshadow to fill it with. This is an Elizabeth Arden palette. It's basically just got a bunch of different colors in it. The only ones I've ever actually used on here are the black one and the white one. So I use the black as liner most of the time, and the white is just a highlighter, so, I mean, I guess they're okay. This is kind of old, though, so it doesn't get much use. Then my favorite thing that I own is my Urban Decay shadow box, which looks like this. I actually don't think you can get this exact one anymore, but you can get other ones that have similar colors in it. So that's what it looks like inside. So it has YDK, Flipside, Grifter, Uzi, and Twice Baked on the top, and then Midnight Cowboy Rides Again, Flash, Oil Slick, Kiddie Pool, and Half Baked on the bottom. I've used all of these, and pretty frequently too, and you can see they're still pretty much almost full, so I really love Urban Decay. I love it so much. It's my favorite brand by far. Then I have an Avon palette of eyeshadows. It's all browns, so it's their Truffle Delights palette and Caramel Truffles. So this is what it looks like inside. I don't know if you can see that very well, but that's that. So this I really like. They all blend really well together. I use them all the time. And that's about it for my palette type stuff. Let's see. I have this quad. It's Maybelline Expert Eyeshadow, Expert Wear, in Velvet Crush. So that's what that looks like. So basically on the back it has the instructions for how to put it on, like what goes on your lid, what goes on your crease, what goes on your brow bone. This really does make a nice look. It's a nice quad. Then I have probably what I'm most ashamed of, I guess. It's Mary-Kate and Ashley, which is why I'm ashamed of it. I don't like contributing to them. They have enough, I think. But as you can see, I use this all the time, and I really love the colors. These I really like. The only problem with them is you have to put something over them to make them stay. They crease really bad, so if you don't put, like a powder shadow over it, it's not going to stay very long. Then I have three Mark Eye Glimmers, which is basically like a cream eyeshadow. Let's see. This one is Smoked Fume, so it's like a black. Then I have one in Bronzed Bronze. And yes, that's the name of it. I didn't just say it twice. And then I have a silver one that's called Gleamed Rayon. It's like that. It's kind of iridescent. Can't really tell, but it changes colors depending on the light. It goes from like a silver to like a purplish blue. Then I have... I'm so disorganized. This is a Physicians Formula Shimmer Strip. The color, or the name of it, is Vegas Strip. This thing is probably one of the best things I ever bought. I use it as highlighter, bronzer, shadow. The individual strips are really good as shadows. I like the top and that one right there, the second one from the top. Really, really shimmery and really pretty. They also make a really good highlight. I have Mark Supermarkets, which are basically just these big crayon type things. This is Vivid on that end, which is like a purplish color. I guess it comes out more pink, if you can see that. And then on the other side is Serene, which is a lighter pink, which looks like that. And then I have this. It's the same thing. It's Dream. So I'll put that above that. All pink, as you can see. And then on the other end, Fairy, which is a yellow, which I use mostly only as a base, just because I feel like it's kind of too bright to wear by itself. And then I have a Mark Wink Stick. It's a hookup shadow duo. This one's called Demure. Looks like that. Put it on here. Really sheer. Looks almost like the yellow supermarket, like Fairy. I don't really use this that much. Like I said, I only have so much Mark because I used to sell it. Probably bought more than I sold ever, but let's see. Then I have a L'Oreal Hip Duo in Gunmetal. So that's what that looks like. I've only worn this once. It was St. Patrick's Day, but everybody loved it. Stayed on really well. And I have an e.l.f. one. It's a duo shadow cream in Black Licorice. So silver on one top and black on the bottom. I haven't used this yet. It was a present. And then I have this. I don't want to go to that. This, it's an Avon Beyond Color. It's a mousse shadow. I use this all the time. As you can see, it looks all dented and weird. This color is called Silk and Sand. It's just a really nice brown. Try to get some out here. Maybe. No? Alright, there we go. It's kind of really, really sheer, so I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but yeah, you really can't, I don't think. Yeah, you can't tell, but it's really pretty. I use this as a base. I use it all the time, actually. Then I have an e.l.f. all over color stick. It's this right here. The color is Toasted. And I have also a facial whip in the same color by e.l.f. This is actually really pretty. I'm getting all kinds of confused. But put a little bit on here so you can see what it looks like. It's like a nice mauve color. That right there, so it's shimmery, iridescent. It's really pretty, actually. I really like it. That was also a present. And then moving on to my, let's see, I have this Avon shadow single. Oh my gosh, that just broke. Oh no. Oh, okay. Alright, there. Snaps back on. It's just their shadow, True Color Shadow in Midnight Plum. It's really dark purple. I don't know if you can even see that, but that's what it looks like. I haven't worn it yet because it's really dark. Then I have a Wet n Wild cream eyeshadow in Cafe au Lait. Looks like this. This is really old, so if it doesn't look right, it's just because the bottle is old. Like, there's red dye on the end. I don't know where that came from, but I'm guessing it has to do with the coloring, so. But it's still pretty. This right there. I don't know if you can even see that. I have all kinds of stuff on my hand now. Alrighty, so then I have an Urban Decay single shadow in Maui Wowie, which I actually wore the other day for the first time, and I loved it. And then I have a Mark shadow in Biscotti. It's like a champagne-y kind of color. I haven't worn this yet, and it's still in its packaging because I don't have a palette for it. Then I have an e.l.f. quad brightening eye color in Silver Lining. Looks like that. I've only worn this a couple times. e.l.f. is actually probably one of my favorite brands to buy just because